Good afternoon, America. We are here with
Luis.
Luis. I'm glad we finally managed to get this podcast done. I believe last week you overslept, so you couldn't.
Nah, you just never showed up.
Well, let's get down to it, Luis. Is there a God?
Is there a God?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's funny because I actually took a anthropology class last semester.
You took an anthropology class
Yeah,
about religion?
yeah, religion and spirituality. It's actually pretty interesting. We learned about all the different gods that people believe in, or like spiritualities that they believe in. So, I personally don't believe in just one god.
Oh, so you're a heathen. You pagan? Shit.
I guess.
Alright, tell me some of these gods that you believe in.
Well, it's more like spirits.
Spirit, like ghosts?
So like spirits for like different things. So like spirit for, I don't know how to describe it. It makes more sense in my head.
Like the ghost of Christmas yet to come? I'm glad
Sure.
you got that reference. I hope you got that reference.
Yeah.
I actually, I was the ghost of Christmas yet to come in the one play that I was part of. And so, yeah, that character is close to my heart. I have dabbled in some acting, as you could tell, but that's not my thing. Well, I'm glad you bring that up, Luis, because this entire time I thought you and I got along very well, because I was like, well, look at this guy and look at me, we're just two working class Catholic boys. But shit, now I know that you're a fucking pagan, fucking worshiping some fucking deity that I don't know about.
Okay, not like that.
Well, when I look at you, I always thought like, yeah, there's a God-fearing Catholic, possibly Christian man who just wants to bring back. No, nothing like that. Am I just describing myself?
Probably. What do you want to bring back?
Oh, we'll get there. So, I do want to bring up the fact that we are drinking.
Yeah, we're drinking whiskey, Irish whiskey.
And I want you to emphasize. I want you to say it. Was this open when you got here?
No, it was sealed.
Yes.
Am I
Okay.
Should I have said, nah, it was open?
No. All right. Well.
There's no video proof. They don't know.
So, there's a rumor that I heard recently that you pierced your dickhead. Do you want to go on air and why don't you just pop it out? Pop that shit out.
No, you just keep bringing this up all the time at work. No.
Yeah, I think it's important for me to note that this rumor is circulating because of me, because I started it. So if you guys heard that fucking Luis pierced his dickhead, it is true.
No. Nothing sharp is ever getting that close.
But you have other piercings, right?
I do, yeah.
I believe you have one in your
I
nose.
have a septum. I have my nostril. Industrial.
What does that mean?
Industrial is a bar that goes sideways.
I don't see it. Let me see.
Well, because right now it's just like two little like things.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's healing, but
Yeah. What do you know about healing?
about healing,
Yeah.
it takes time.
Is that for all type of healing, or just fucking piercing?
I mean, alcohol helps too, but yeah.
I stopped drinking for a while.
So have I. This is my first time drinking in like months.
Okay, I haven't had that one. I stopped for like, I want to say maybe like 4 months. Like maybe I stopped drinking very early March, like maybe the first week of March, and I just cut that shit out. And it wasn't until like 4th of July weekend that I like picked it up again. and I don't want you to think I'm just fucking like, you know, just blacking out like some people that have
crazy
this
alcoholic.
podcast. And I'm not fucking just drinking and shit, but yeah, I just thought like, you know what? Why not? Why not? I shouldn't be scared of drinking, you know. Sure, I wasn't in the right headspace to drink for a while, but then I was like, you know what? I can't let this control me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I started drinking during 4th of July weekend, and I was like, fuck, this shit sucks. Like, I remember why I think alcohol is disgusting, because it is fucking disgusting shit.
Yeah. It is. I used to drink a lot.
How much?
Like, to the point of getting blacked out.
That seems to be a recurring theme here with my guests from this one specific location that I know you from. And my last guest said the same shit. Speaking of my last guest, did you see that episode yet?
I got like 10 minutes in, to be honest.
Damn, you have something against girls or what?
No, it's just... I started listening to it, and then I got... Because I was listening to it on the way to class.
But it takes you like half an hour to get to class.
Yeah, I forgot about it until I almost got to class, to be honest.
What'd you think?
It was good.
It was good? I think it was great. Yeah, we're breaking barriers here, you know. I don't know if you knew this, at least, but before I used to have almost like 60 episodes of the podcast.
Really?
Yeah. And I decided, like, I want to say maybe around, honestly, it was probably even earlier than early March. It was probably like the beginning of February, or honestly, probably the beginning of the year. One of my buddies, he's going to be on the podcast tomorrow. He called me up during, you know, like during Christmas time, like winter break for us.
Mm-hmm.
And he was all like, Caesar, we got to do this podcast. I'm like, motherfucker, I have a podcast. He's like, no, but let's like, you know, try to actually make it like bigger than, you know, what your podcast currently is. And I was like, yeah, I could do that shit, bitch. Like, what the fuck you talking about? But no, he started talking to me more and more about it. And I was like, you know, this guy's really serious. And, you know, I haven't produced an episode in so long. What am I doing? Shit. You know what? Yeah. Let's try to clean this up. No more alcohol. No more because like these episodes are like an hour, 2 hours sometimes of just talking shit. Like seriously, you like will put an episode on and you'd be like, God damn, is this guy really talking this much shit? It was just fucking shit talking, and obviously alcohol drinking too. Speaking of alcohol, let's take a shot.
Oh God. Otro? Okay, but pour me like less.
I'll make sure that you get a good.
Nah.
Come on, drink all. Go for it.
I'm gonna take it as a shot. I'm gonna sip it.
Fuck that. Take it off.
Nah.
That's just a shot. You should be thankful. If you got this at a bar, you would be thankful. You know how much this would cost? You would probably pay around $7 for half of this.
I'll take half of it. I'll pay my $7 for half.
All right, let's wait a minute. Let's give it till 12 minutes. We'll wait 4 minutes, and then we'll take all this shit.
Okay.
But well, you see, this was the problem. I would you know Gus?
Gus?
Yeah, he was a member that would come in. Yeah, you never met Gus?
I don't think so.
I'll show you some audio clips that I recorded that I had to clip out from our podcast because shit got too fucking. Yeah, fucking Gus showed up and fuck, we got so drunk. That episode did really well though. And yeah, he was just like, no, I don't want to take another shot. By the end of the night, you know, I fucking, you know, I don't even remember what fucking happened, and he doesn't know how he got he doesn't know how he got to the gym. So that should tell you right now, like, damn, all right, I see how much alcohol was a factor in your podcast. But then I was thinking, you know, I was like, you know what, yeah, I gotta turn this around. Like, let's actually have some conversations with some intellectuals like yourself. I know that you are a college student, not at Mission College, but at COC.
Yeah, I recently started going back to school.
Tell us a little bit about that. Do you like COC? Well, first of all, tell me, do you call it COC or do you actually call it by like the acronym COC?
I say COC just because it sounds faster to say. It's less words. Even though cock does sound nice, but
are you a fan of the word cock or dick when you're describing your friend down there?
I prefer the word dick.
I prefer the word cock.
Really?
I mean, I guess it depends on the situation and the context. Like, if I'm talking to, like, I don't know, like, let's say, my friends, I'll go cock. If I'm talking to a girl, oh, okay, I guess it doesn't. I guess cock all the way.
Really? I feel like, at least for me, I feel like cock just sounds middle school vibes.
God damn, what middle school did you go to? Shit.
I went to McClay.
You went to McClay? I went to McClay too. What the fuck?
You did?
Yeah. No, I don't know about that. Shit, I didn't learn that word until I was like in high school.
Really?
I was like, cock. What the fuck is a cock? And then they're like, oh, okay, it's another word for dick. Okay. Like, I didn't even know it like means a rooster as well, or a rooster, right?
Yeah, I recently just found that out.
He recently found yeah, you went to McClay. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it sounds better. Like, dick has its time and place, I think. Like when I talk to Ernesto, I tell that motherfucker to suck my dick. I think it just sounds funnier than suck my cock. Suck my dick just sounds funnier. But
yeah.
cock sounds more like intimate, you know, like I probably shouldn't say shit like that. But yes, I'm glad you brought that up because you know, I'm trying to have someone on the podcast pretty soon who you know, there's been a rumor going around that he ties up. This rumor going around that you know, somebody you know as well ties up their cock and balls. Like, you know those what do you call them?
I know who you're talking about. You told me the same shit too.
You know those hair ties that like girls use, like, you know, like to tie their hair up in a ponytail or whatever.
Yeah.
Like sometimes to keep it on the wrist, and they're like, oh, like.
I know what you're talking about. The word just isn't.
It's not a hair tie.
Wording. Hair tie.
Yeah, hair tie. Yeah. He grabs those shits, fucking ties up his cock and balls and shit. And I was like, God damn, motherfucker. Is that shit tied up right now while you're talking to me? Do you do that?
No.
Not yet.
That person has told me that, but I don't know how. I don't know how.
Ask him. You should ask that motherfucker. Hey, I'm interested in what you do. Let's see what time. Oh, look at that. We went over. I guess we gotta take 2 shots.
Oh,
I'm joking. Let's kill this shit.
Can I just take like half of it?
Alright, you take half of it, and then when you kill it, I'll down my shit. How about that?
What?
So you take half?
Yeah.
And then when you tell me that you're ready to finish it off, I'll down my shit.
Okay.
Alright, go for it. There we go. Oh, I thought you were gonna take half.
Yeah, but it was already full, so might as well just take it all.
I like that. Alright. Here, you can take mine too.
No.
Alright, give me a sec. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a sec. There we go.
Oh, I forgot how strong whiskey tastes. I don't like whiskey, to be honest.
Why did you tell me whiskey then, or did I tell you?
I didn't bring it up.
Oh, that's right. I brought it up. Finally drinking water. First sip of water this whole fucking day.
I drink that much. That's something.
Yeah, that's a fucking sip. If you went back to the store that you bought this from and said, can I return this and get my money back? They'd be like, oh yeah, it's full. Yeah, here. That's how much water you've drank.
It's still new, okay? I just bought it.
So tell me more about these piercings that you have. I believe that you got your nipples pierced at one point in your life.
At one point, yeah. I feel like I would pierce them again, though. I've been wanting to.
Now tell me, what is the thought process to get your nipples pierced? Like, I look at my nipples maybe like once a day when I'm changing in the gym and shit. Flexing and shit in the mirror. Just looking at this fucking jacked physique. But I've never thought like, man, you know what I need? I need to pierce my fucking nipples. So tell me, what's the thought process that goes into...
I don't know. When I first got them pierced, I was just like, I looked at them and I was like, they look nice, but I feel like with the piercing they would look nicer. So the next day I went and I got them pierced.
Were you intoxicated when you came to this decision?
No, I was completely sober.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little bit intoxicated for my first tattoo though.
You have a tattoo?
Homie, I've got like...
Oh shit. What the fuck?
They're on my arms. They're on my neck.
Yep. Oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow. So much I didn't know about you. I knew you were a freak. The minute I saw you, I was like, yeah, this dude pierced his dickhead. So I think that's where the rumor started.
You started?
That I started. You know, the other day I went to this fucking, I don't want to use this word, but I'm going to use it. You know, I guess let me give you some context.
Mm-hmm.
I got some news from one of my buddies. Some very, some news that just like was a fucking, a kick to the balls, and like someone took a chainsaw and drove it into my heart, like that type of shit, right? And I was like, well, you know what could I do? I'm not gonna drink, but I'm gonna go run,
Mm-hmm.
But then another one of my buddies hit me up saying like, hey, what are you doing? Like, you want to come to this, I'm going to use the word he used, and I'm going to use the word that they used.
Mm-hmm.
A mixer.
A mixer?
Yeah, you know what that means? Like a fucking little social gathering or whatever, where like people go and like meet each other.
Yeah, that gives me like preppy school vibes.
Oh, dude, let me fucking tell you. So I was like, I was feeling like shit. I just got back from the gym as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, fuck it, why not? Okay, let's do this shit. Like, if you're driving, yeah, fuck it, let's go. So I fucking go to this event. It was hosted by some some foundation. I think like the James Beard Foundation, presented by Bumble or some shit like that. It might have been vice versa. You know Bumble, the dating app?
Yeah.
So Bumble was like also like a partner in this.
Is this a promo?
Huh?
Is this a promo?
Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm gonna tell you why right now. I'm gonna tell you why. So I went to this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, dude. If that is the fucking, the dating scene in Bumble, I'd rather not fuck with Bumble. It was fucking the fucking like ugliest guys,
mm-hmm.
and just like the fucking most stuck up girls. Now, I know you're gonna think like, oh, Caesar, you probably just didn't want to suck your dick, and you're calling them stuck up, Like, holy shit, no. Like the buddy I went to, let me tell you, this guy is a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in his past life he was a teddy bear. Perhaps he was a teddy bear in his past life. This fucking event even had him say like, oh, a lot of these girls are stuck up, man. I was like, I'm glad you said it, because I was thinking it, but I can't say it because people are like, oh, Caesar, you're just a fucking, you're an asshole. But you say it like, oh my gosh, what were these girls saying? They must have been, had a fucking, a stick up their ass or whatnot. Yeah, dude, that shit was bad. I was like, oh, and everybody there was an actor. Mm-hmm. I was like, God damn it. I was like, so what do you do? She's like, I'm an actor, or I'm an actress. And I was like, God damn, is there so much with a fucking regular job, dude? Dude, that shit was so bad. I was like, like, dude, you're probably fucking a little younger than me, and you look like you're 10 years older than me. Shit. And for our LGBTQ, or I guess our gay audience here at ImWithCesar, the men there were fucking terrible as well. Although they did have pretty damn, like, every dude there was in tech. Like, that's what they worked in.
Really?
Yeah, like, every dude there, dude, they look terrible. I was like, God damn, bro, like, you should probably go to the gym. Or like,
Damn.
like, you should maybe consult with a doctor. It looks like you're flirting with diabetes and shit. But, yeah, I was like, man, how long have you been in tech? Like, there was dudes that were, like, in cybersecurity. I met a lot of guys that were in cybersecurity. They were game developers, and they'd all been in the industry for, like, at least 6-8+ years. Mm-hmm. So I was like, God damn, you guys must be making some good money then, shit. And, you know, they all had, like, engineering or computer science backgrounds. Okay. And, you know, again, their physical appearance wasn't that great. But I thought maybe, like, I mean, these guys make good money. I'm sure they're fucking, like, you know, they're banking on the fact that they make, like, probably, let's be generous, 80,000. Yeah, let's go 80,000 plus a year. Mm-hmm. I asked him, I was like, hey, so do you guys get dates on this Bumble app? Because I'm not on it. Mm-hmm. My buddy is on Bumble, and he invited me to it, right? And everyone fucking told me, like, oh, no. And I was like, God damn, dude.
Honestly, yeah. I've been on Bumble, and I've never really met up with anyone on there.
So what is it? Is it like, you know, how does that work? Because isn't it like women message you first?
It's kind of like Tinder, to be honest. You just swipe left or right. But
the girl has to message first, right? That's what I understood.
I never understood who messages first.
Well, let me ask you, since you're a strong conservative Republican, how do you think it should be?
Huh?
Should the guy make the first move? And, like, let's say you're at a bar, you see a fucking gorgeous girl, and you're like, you know what? Why not? I'm interested in talking to her. Are you gonna think to yourself, I'm gonna wait until she hits me up, or are you gonna be like, you know what? Let me go up to her. Excuse me, ma'am. I thought you were really gorgeous. I had to come over here and introduce myself, or else I know I'd hate myself later on today if I didn't do this. My name is Luis, but you can call me Jose.
Wait, how do you know my first name? How do you know my first name?
Goddamn, are you drunk? Because of Gabriel.
Oh, true. I forgot he knows me by my first name.
You told me the whole story.
I did?
Yeah.
When? I don't remember.
On Monday.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Alcohol does that to you, bro.
Honestly, I've been awake since like 3 a.m. I haven't ate all day. I'm like 2 big shots in.
Too big. I'm glad you're emphasizing the shot size, because, you know, people always...
Yeah. Giant.
You know, I'm not going to say names, but someone that was on the podcast before you was telling me, like, oh, I take like 10 shots. And I was like, you're like 100 pounds. You take 10 shots and you're like fucking 5'1" on a good day.
Bruh, that used to be me. I used to drink and like take shots after shot, and now after like 1 shot, I'm good.
Don't you think that's good though? Like, sure, I guess it makes you look a little tougher if you're like, oh, give me another one. But, you know, you take one and then at least you know, like, hey, I'm good. I don't need to do any more of this disgusting butane shit, you know?
Alcohol just tastes gross.
Yeah, I've always tried to tell people. People always tell me, you know, oh, Caesar, you like alcohol, huh? I'm like, no, motherfucker, that's just disgusting. Like, I like the effects, but I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like
the effects are cool, but the taste, nah.
Yeah, that shit ain't it. Just like Bumble ain't it either. Bumble, you piece of shit app. You should be paying me just because I'm fucking saying your name. You trash app.
Facts.
So are you in any dating apps?
Yeah, I'm on like 2, but I barely even use them.
So what is it that you look for in a potential partner? Like, let's say, like, you know, this person seems like someone I'd be interested in a relationship with.
Honestly, I don't even know.
See, I figured that you would have some type of nuanced answer because all the piercings. And, you know, especially now that I found out you have a fucking, what is that, a moon? A crescent moon or some shit?
Yeah.
On your fucking neck. I was like, yeah, this guy is in touch with the universe. He knows what he wants.
Nah. Totally the opposite. I don't know what the fuck I want.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about this. The other day. I was like, what would make a good partner? You know?
Uh-huh.
And to me, I think it would be honesty. I need someone that's an honest person.
True. Yeah.
And it always came down to me like, what's better, honesty or loyalty? I guess you can make the argument for both.
I feel like honesty more though.
Yeah. You want to explain your reasoning?
How about you go first?
Okay. So I thought about it and I was like, hey, sometimes mistakes happen, and maybe sure a loyal person was intoxicated and they did something stupid and they realized it was something stupid, but they want to maintain that like, hey, I'm a loyal person. I'm going to try and paint the situation in a different way to make it seem like it wasn't, something that I did. Partly because I was intoxicated, partly because I was like, fuck it, why not? It'll be fun. But an honest person will be like, I fucked up. I want you to know because I care about you. Here's the truth. No, I'm not trying to tiptoe around it. This is what happened. And that type of partner, I feel like, if you have that type of honesty, then okay, like, you could either decide, all right, cool, at least I know now, and all right, hey, we're done. Or if you are progressive, you'll be like, okay, let us try and rebuild this trust, or let us try to amend this so it doesn't happen again. So that's why I think honesty is more important. But what is your reasoning, Luis?
Honestly, just because I had a thought in my head and it just kind of flew away.
Sounds like you need more alcohol.
No. Sounds like I need less alcohol at the moment. I'm telling you, I haven't drank in like months.
Why?
Why? I don't know. I just haven't drank. Like, I've taken sips of stuff like here and there, but I don't actually finish it.
Oh, you're one of those. I got a friend like that. He'll get a fucking he won't get beer, but he'll get like mixed drinks and shit. He'll be like, oh, you want to taste it here? And I'm like, oh no, I'm good. I'm like, no, here you go. I know you want to taste it. I'm like, oh shit, okay, bro.
See, beer I'll finish. Like mixed drinks, I don't really finish them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of mixed drinks.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, you give me a full glass. Oh, this is a perfect, like, that mixer I went to, they gave us tickets, right? Like, oh, have a drink on us. Obviously they were like referencing an alcohol.
See, if it's free, I'll take it.
Yeah, of course, right? So, they had a bar area, and honestly, I just wasn't trying to drink. I was like, you know what? I know I probably shouldn't drink right now. I'm kind of sad. So I was like, hey, I got to the bar area and I spoke to the bartender. He's like, what can I get you, buddy? And I'm like, hey, man, can I get a Coke? And he's like, a what? I'm like, a Coke. He's like, what? I'm like, the fucking soda.
Yeah.
Like a fucking, the red can, like fucking Pepsi's rival.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, we don't have that here, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
wait, you went to a mixer and they didn't have a soda?
They didn't have fucking soda. And it was so fucking odd because it was literally like in the backyard of a fucking restaurant. Like, it wasn't like some fucking type of hall or some shit. It was like a fucking restaurant. It's backyard patio.
Mm-hmm. I
So
feel like they would have had soda.
Yeah, I was like, you don't have soda, bro? Like, really? And I guess he felt bad. He was like, give me a minute, bro. I'll go get you a fucking Coke.
Mm-hmm.
So I waited a minute, right? And I thought he was gonna bring me like a regular fucking cup. You know what a regular fucking glass cup looks like? Or maybe like a glass bottle, the Mexican Coke. You know the Mexican Cokes?
Oh, I prefer those better.
So because it was a Mexican restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, this motherfucker's probably gonna bring me a glass or a Mexican glass bottle Coke.
Yeah.
He brings me Coke in a fucking wine glass.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, bro. Here's a fucking free drink ticket. And this is the conversation starter for almost everybody that talked to me. Like, oh, what are you drinking? That looks like a very interesting drink. And I'm like, oh, it's Coke, bro. Like, oh, what? I'm like, Coca-Cola, bro. You know the red can? And I don't remember how I got into this. But sometimes you need more alcohol, I guess. So here, give me a cup.
Oh, no. If we're gonna pour half a cup, then yeah.
Fuck that. We ain't even no half shots. Here we go, full shots.
No.
That's one thing that I've noticed always surprises my guests when they come on here. They're always like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, that's a shot, bro. Like,
yeah, because you fill it all the way to the
brim.
fucking brim.
Yeah, the brim. That's a Caesar shot right there.
Goddamn.
Dude, I'm telling you, that episode with Gus, dude, we killed like, I think 2 bottles. We killed 2 bottles. I remember,
Wait, who's Gus again?
Huh?
Who's Gus again?
Gus is
You said he's a member?
Yeah, he's a member. He's like, yeah, he's a member, and he's cool with all the overnight people, so that's probably why you don't know him.
Oh, yeah.
He would go late.
Never there overnight.
Except when I'm there.
Facts.
But yeah, this guy showed up, and he was like, oh, it was Fireball too, so it was weaker than this.
No.
Yeah, he was like,
I don't fuck with Fireball.
Yeah, he was like, Fireball? Why did you get Fireball? And I was like, oh, there was a deal. It was like fucking 2 bottles for like $20. They just wanted to get rid of those fucking bottles and shit. And yeah, we just fucking killed those shits. And, by the end of the night, I fucking, he's like, I get him a bag, like a Target bag, just a regular Target bag.
Yeah.
It's full of his saliva that he's just been fucking spitting into because of the fucking Fireball.
No. Was he throwing up or just spitting?
I think he was just spitting. He might have thrown up. I don't know. I want to think that he threw up a little bit, but I don't know. But and then I knew that it was gonna get wild with the alcohol, so I bought myself a fucking coconut water because I was like, I got work tomorrow at like 8 a.m., dude. Like, I need to make sure that I avoid any type of negative impact that this alcohol may have on me. Yeah. And I know that coconut water hydrates you pretty well. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me how I know. It's just bro science. Trust me, bro. So I was like, I remember I woke up around like 1 a.m. just feeling disgusting as fuck. I was like,
see, that's why I don't like drinking. Just because you feel disgusting the next day.
Yeah. It wasn't even the next day. It was like probably fucking 4 hours later.
That's why I prefer smoking.
And I was just like, where's my coconut water? And I was like, I need that shit. I know I need it. And then I got called in, like, fucking to go to work earlier the next day. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, you need me there at 7? I could do that. And this is before I had a car. So
you walked to work?
So I walked, don't say where I work. And I walked to work, and I think I rushed to 7-Eleven actually. Mm-hmm. And I bought a bunch of mints. and I literally just filled my mouth with mints because I was like, I know I fucking smell like alcohol.
Honestly, though, you wouldn't be the first person to smell like alcohol at work.
But that's what happened with that episode. And I don't want to drink like that again. I know for sure I don't want to drink like that again. Why not? Fuck it, here, let's take a shot.
Fine, give me like
we'll
half of half.
We got 30 minutes in right now. Let's wait for fucking 40, and then we'll take another shot. How about that?
How about if a shot we take sips? Or I take a sip?
You take a sip and I'll wait until you kill it.
You can take a shot?
I'll take a shot, yeah.
How about you take a shot for every sip that I take?
I did that with Gus. That's one thing Gus doesn't want to admit. He was like, I'm gonna take a half shot. And I'm like, I'll take a full shot. He's like, oh, let's take another shot. And I'm like, all right. Like, I'm gonna take a half shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'll take a full shot. Let's go. I'll take a Caesar shot. But I'm telling you, you go to a bar, you're like, oh man, let me get a shot. I went to this bar one time, dude. I was like, hey, what's the cheapest thing you got here? And they're like, oh, a shot of tequila. And I was like, God damn, that shit must be disgusting then. Let me get that.
See, tequila is the one thing I don't really fuck with. Just because I don't really drink tequila that much. I prefer rum over anything else.
I thought I had demons. Now, tell me, Luis, what keeps you up at night? I look at you and I see someone that has a lot of demons, or am I talking for myself again?
It's a lot of shit that I'm going to therapy for, so.
You go to therapy?
Yeah.
That seems to be a recurring theme here on the podcast.
Really?
people are coming here and telling me, like, yeah, I went to therapy. So,
yeah.
For what? Your alcohol abuse?
Nah, just a lot of shit that I'm still trying to get over.
See, I knew you were the right person to ask about healing. Are you healing, Luis?
Yeah.
I'm glad one of us here is. Let me tell you, Luis. I'll be honest with you. It's not just the alcohol talking, because I spoke to Overnight about this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Actually, no, 4 weeks ago. I spoke to one of our people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? This is no way to live. I'm not gonna kill myself.
Oh my
That's
God,
what you're wondering.
Oh my God.
I was like, you think I should consider therapy? And
honestly, yeah.
And she was like, yeah, a lot of men feel like, it's like, oh, you're less of a man if you go to therapy. And it's good to hear that men are considering, hey, maybe I need therapy,
Mm-hmm.
But then I spoke to one of my buddies. I don't want to say too much about him because he's like a big shot in D.C., Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., that's right. The right-hand man of someone I'm sure you guys are all very familiar with, a big shot. And he told me, like, he's very progressive as well, very progressive. And he told me, what are you, fucking gay? And, we spoke a bit, and he told me, like, look, if you think therapy will help you, go for it, but I don't think it's going to help you. Instead, let's figure out the root of this problem. And so we did.
Well, that's pretty much therapy.
Well, I mean, I think I found the root of this problem, and I think I need another drink. Nah, I'm good now. But I didn't realize that so many fucking people are actually like hooked up with therapy until it became a recurring theme on this podcast. I was like, God damn, dude, like, is everyone I'm having fun fucking?
Yeah, some people just don't want to talk about it, but I feel like a lot of people do go to therapy. They just don't want to admit it.
You should watch the next episode. It's gonna be good. Therapy is an aspect in the next episode. I already know it's gonna be an aspect in the next episode. But well, I'm glad you spoke about that because I think America needs to see that even strong Republican conservative men.
Do you actually think I'm Republican?
I don't want to divide the audience here. You don't need to tell. I know you're not progressive, bro. Come on. You don't gotta lie to me. I know you vote red, and that's all right. I still love you. Don't worry. Yeah, drink your water.
I'm gonna take a sip of water since you say I never drink water.
You don't. This is the most water.
You just never see me drink water.
This is the most water I've seen you drink, bro.
Little steps at a time.
Dude, I'm new to Instagram, so I barely I'm trying to get people stories and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I got one buddy. Like I go out with this dude a lot, like we go out.
Yep.
And he just added me on Instagram. I click on his fucking story first thing in the morning when I woke up. I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker posted on the story.
Mm-hmm.
I clicked on it. It's a video of him watering a fucking tortoise.
Okay.
And I was like, God damn, this tortoise drinks more water than Luis.
Honestly, probably, yeah.
And that doesn't even the first thought that popped into my head, like, what the fuck, bro? Why do you have a tortoise? Like this motherfucker's like a straight up tortoise, like a fucking
like a full
like a
full grown tortoise.
A full grown tortoise. I'm like,
Damn.
what the fuck? Why do you have a tortoise in your backyard?
Honestly, for a while, I wanted one too.
A tortoise?
Yeah.
A tortoise or a turtle?
A tortoise. I used to have a turtle.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta take a sip because I'm not Luis. Now continue with your.
Should I take a sip to a water so I don't feel so bad about being dehydrated?
You probably should. See, I don't know how you drink like that. I feel like you literally just let the water touch your tongue and then you stop.
No. I take a gulp and then half of a gulp and that's it.
How do you feel about water? Do you feel like... Because I speak to a lot of people that tell me water's nasty. Like, how the fuck is water nasty?
Depends on the water.
I'll agree with you. I like, I'll be honest, I'm a big fan of smart water.
I never liked that one. I used to be a hater of this one, the one that I'm drinking right now, but...
A Crystal Geisha?
Yeah.
Why do you like that one?
Because it's cheap for a gallon.
I mean, I know you make that big money, so...
No.
So tell me, Luis,
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever think, these people here at the gym, they don't know what the fuck they're doing?
Honestly, yeah. Because I'm studying... What I'm studying for is kinesiology. So I'm studying pretty much workouts at school. So I look at people and I'm just like, wow, your form is totally wrong. You're moving too much. You're gonna break your back or something.
Break your back, damn. All right.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good, sometimes at the gym, no.
So, I've never taken a kinesiology class.
Mm-hmm.
What's that like? Are they preparing you just for a career in, I don't know, let's say sports therapy? I've always seen, I come from West Los Angeles College, and we had a I don't know what you want to call him, I guess an athletic trainer who would handle all the injuries. He had a team, he had a fucking big ass office.
Physical therapist?
I don't want to say he was a physical therapist, but he did do some physical therapy on me one time when I fucked up.
Physical therapist.
I don't know what he was, honestly. I never asked him. I was just like, hey, bro, what's up? He's like, you trying to make alcohol? And I was like, what, bro? He was just a fucking. I don't know what he was, man. But he was good at what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He did it in the most inconvenient times. I feel like.
Wait, the alcohol or the therapy?
No, the therapy.
Oh.
I remember I had a fucked up knee, so I had to go to West Los Angeles College,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't know what you call this. What the fuck do you call this right here? The back of your knee. This right here.
I forgot the word for it, but
Well, that part.
it's in my head.
You know, I had that fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to West Los Angeles College and I was like, hey, bro, yeah, can you fix me up? Like, I texted you last night.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, so you're Caesar. All right, yeah. Yeah, all right. Get on the table. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, we're in the middle of, like, a volleyball game.
Yeah, that's a physical therapist. That's what I'm trying to study. That's what I want to be.
I hope you don't do that shit in front of everybody in the school gymnasium while there's a women's volleyball game going on. This guy was literally there for the women's volleyball team and shit. And in case they get injured, he's like, oh, all right, hop on the table here. I'm just there and shit. Fucking, I had to go in shorts too, so this guy's stretching out my leg and shit. And I'm just like, oh, are we winning? But yes, he was very good at his craft. I feel like. I don't remember how I got better. I think I just got on a bunch of ibuprofen, but I'd like to credit him for my recovery. I healed with time.
Yeah.
Yes. That seems to be another recurring theme on this podcast, healing, which brings me to the question.
Mm-hmm. God
damn, is everybody just getting fucking hurt out here?
Honestly, I feel like that's what I've noticed at work too.
Now tell me if I'm wrong here, Luis.
Mm-hmm.
But anybody that is in a relationship where you and I are at is cursed. They have a cursed relationship.
I think so.
I've told people that, like, no, don't say that. I'm like, why? Because you don't want to fucking admit the truth, bitch.
I feel like I'm cursed at this point.
Same here. Like, I've noticed that. I'm like, god damn. Does anybody have a happy relationship here, dude? If you're cursed too, then goddamn, you know what I'm saying, or I think what I'm saying is grounded in facts. Then
You just need some brujeria, that's it.
dude. Without giving too much context, the last girl I was with, she told me she did a witchcraft on me.
Run.
Dude, she told me, she's like, because I was with this girl, she was like my girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and she told me like, oh yeah, I did like some witchcraft stuff to like make you fall for me. And you know, I see your face and you're looking at me like, oh. At the time, I was with her. I was like the boyfriend. I was her boyfriend. So I was like, you know, I was flattered. And I was like, oh, babe, you didn't have to do that. Like, you know, I had a little crush on you the moment I saw you. You didn't need to do that shit.
It's the brujeria talking.
Looking back at it, I'm like, you know what? God damn. You know, maybe that shit was legit. And, you know, that bitch. Because I'm just like, damn, dude. Why'd you do that? But I don't know. I feel like, okay, no, all right. So like, you know, I don't want to get too fucking hippie on you, but I feel like I could get a little hippie on you because you have a tattoo of a fucking crescent moon. Have you ever seen the show Peaky Blinders?
Never even heard of it.
Okay, well, it's gonna take too long to explain Peaky Blinders, but let's just say that the main character, he, I don't know, he's a gypsy. You know what a gypsy is? Those gypsy
I've
fucks.
heard multiple definitions of that, so I don't know.
That will suffice. So this guy, this gypsy, you know, he believes in curses and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest, I felt like at one point like the universe was out to get me. As silly as that may seem. And, you know, I opened up about this with this girl that told me she did witchcraft on me.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she kind of just told me, like, hey, like, you're supposed to be the smart one in this relationship. Come on. Like, don't believe that. And, she tried to comfort me, but, she later told me, like, yeah, it did seem like you were worried about that. And, I spoke to overnight about this. Like, I always worried that I was cursed in regards to this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And, I kind of explained my reasoning a bit. And, it just seemed like, oh, man, Caesar's fucking crazy, like he's fucking dabbling in some mysticism here, And they kind of just, they try to tell me the same thing that my girl told me, like, hey, come on, man, you're smarter than this. Don't believe in that. But the minute I fucking told them, oh, yeah, this bitch told me she did witchcraft on me to fall for her, they're like, oh, my gosh, Caesar, you need to go get cleansed. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, do you believe in that stuff?
I don't believe in that bullshit, but...
Really?
Yeah.
I do.
Tell me more. Why do you believe in this?
I mean, I dabble with shit. I play with the Ouija board. I do reading, like card readings.
You do card readings? Oh, we'll touch on that. Like tarot cards?
Yeah.
We'll touch on that soon. But tell me more.
So, the last time I played with a Ouija, it actually tripped me the fuck out.
Why?
So, I played with the Ouija, and then I got home, and then I took the board with me, and it was like 3 in the fucking morning, and I remember because I thought it was trippy. I woke up at 3 in the morning, and it felt like someone had yanked my leg, and I was like, okay, what the fuck? So I got up, and all I see is just like a shadow, like standing on top of my feet, and I just stared at it, and I just froze.
Like you couldn't move, or like you just...
I was just scared. Because, something yanked at my feet, and then I see a shadow right above me. So, it's a little scary at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Oh, look at that. And that was that the last time you played with the Ouija board?
Yeah.
What did you ask the Ouija board?
I don't even remember. It was just a bunch of like random questions at the moment.
What about tarot cards?
So tarot cards, I used to do that a lot before, and then I stopped for a while, and I started doing it again. And sorry, I had a burp.
All good.
It's the alcohol. What was I saying?
About the tarot cards?
Oh yeah, so I used to do it before, just to myself, and then after the anthropology class, I started doing a little bit more. And this has been a little bit accurate, which is kind of scary.
Why?
Because the people that I've read it for, the shit that I read, it happened.
Can you elaborate?
Well, so for one of them, I feel like you know who I'm talking about. It was saying that they'll get like a better like job opportunity, and then like a few months later, they got a new location, like their own location.
My girl.
Huh?
I gotta cut that out. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then the other one I read was just like their current situation. I didn't know anything about it, and then I read their cards, and I was telling them about what each card meant, and it pretty much explained their relationship, and I knew nothing about it.
And you learned what about this in your religious class?
Well, what?
Because you said that you took a spiritual class or whatever.
Yeah.
Did that dabble with tarot cards or?
We got a little bit into it, but it pretty much in class we just pretty much talked about what it meant, or like how to read the cards, how certain religions practice it.
The tarot card reading?
Yeah.
What religions do that?
The one that we talked about was more about... Fuck, I'm blanking.
Well, like, the reason I asked this is because that same girl, the one that did witchcraft on me,
Mm-hmm.
when I told her the whole, like, I guess, let's just call it the crazy talk about, like, the curse, about the universe coming after me, she told me later on,
Mm-hmm.
she was like, I didn't want to tell you this right there and then when you told me about the universe, conspiring against you. But early on in our relationship, I had a tarot card reading, and the tarot card said that I was going to meet someone. And I think she said that the tarot card said that this is going to seem like true love, but in reality, you're just acting as a lesson. And
Is that what it was?
looking back at it, I think it was a lesson. And it pissed me off, because I was like, the fuck? Like, I mean, this is the girl I thought I was going to marry, at least. I was very committed.
Mm-hmm.
So to, like, find out that, in some crazy world, the universe is trying to conspire against me, whether it be the universe, whether it be these fucking mystical tarot cards, it just pissed me off, because I wanted to be in control of my own destiny,
Mm-hmm.
And so I told her, I was like, wait, why didn't you tell me this? And she was like, Caesar, it just sounded like you were, like, really stressed when you told me about this, like, curse, this universe conspiring against you. I didn't want to stress you out more, but I had to let you know, because it made me think about that. And I was like, if the universe wants to go against me, then I will destroy the universe, I guess. It made me mad. And I just thought, like, okay, like, are you going to be a lesson then? Or are we actually, is this like true love, Looking back at it, how I asked you earlier, like, oh, what's more important, honesty or loyalty? I struggled with this question. And, she made me realize, like, honesty is probably the biggest trait I would look for in a partner now. And because of her. So I realized, like, okay, maybe you are a lesson, because back then I didn't know the answer. Loyalty or honesty. So, I mean, I hate that. I hate to admit, like, okay, maybe the fucking tarot cards are right, because I sound like I'm even crazier than I already fucking sound and shit. But, that shit made me wonder. I was like, God damn it, bitch, like, alright.
Honestly, I feel like lessons are the best. Because now you know what to avoid, what to look out for. Yeah.
Yeah, at least, but I'm an idiot.
Same. Never learn.
Is that why you go to therapy, at least?
Yeah.
See, I'm glad that we had this conversation, because everyone thought I was like, oh, come on, Caesar, you're not of that kind of mind to think that you're cursed. But no, I mean, with you, I can openly speak about it and not feel as crazy as I already felt. I mean, they all believe the witchcraft shit. I think I was like, yeah, go ahead, do your witchcraft, bitch.
To an extent,
I don't know, the witch. Like I told you, when I met the girl, I was like, I like this girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it was the witchcraft, but it may have been. Because according to her, she actually saw me before I saw her. I saw her on a different date. She says she saw me on an earlier date, and I didn't see her then. That's when she started her fucking, witchcraft shit. So I don't know. So Lolly told me to break an egg on my fucking head. Apparently that cleanses you, but I don't want to waste a fucking egg. I could eat that shit, So for now, I'm just hitting the gym, as you can tell by my muscular physique.
Muscles.
But tell me more about you, Luis. Tell me more. I didn't know that you dabbled in this type of occult shit. I knew you were a freak, and as I just discovered a few minutes ago, a pagan, but I didn't know that you were in bed with the devil himself.
No.
Tell me more. Tell me more about these scary experiences that you have had.
Well, I think that was the scariest one. The other one that I remember was when we had just moved into the house that we're at right now, and it was like our first week there, and I'm in the kitchen just grabbing something to drink, and then I look in so right across the kitchen, it's one of the bedrooms, and I look in there, and I just see someone in white just standing there, but it was someone that I had never seen before. And later on, I found out that one of the neighbors, someone had gotten like murdered or something there, and that person that I saw was the person that got murdered.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, are you talking about all white, like a stereotypical ghost?
Just like in like a white suit.
Oh, white suit. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you sleep all that night?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like a scary kind of like vibe. It was just I saw the person and then they just disappeared.
I would have been pissed. I'm
Why?
like, what the fuck are you paying for this shit? Fuck out. That's how I always think of it. I'm like, God damn, there's fucking ghosts here. Why am I paying so much in rent then? These motherfuckers better pitch in. Shit. Yeah, tell me, how do you feel about aliens? What is your opinion on aliens?
Well, I don't think the universe is too big to believe that we're just the only ones here. That's the way that I think.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, I thought you were gonna elaborate. I thought you were gonna get into detail and shit. So are you saying that there's other people that look like us, or are you saying there's people that look like those little gray aliens, or are you saying that there's got to be some type of like microscopic bacterial life? I know you are of biology, right? You are you are a biology student or some shit. Well, you got a biology.
I'm taking
class.
a biology class.
There,
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to reference.
Yeah, there's something out there. I mean, I don't know what it is, but there's something living out there.
Sounds like you know. I like to believe that you have the answers because of your tattoo.
Just because it's a moon.
Yeah, I look at that and I think this guy's in touch with the universe. He knows what's going on.
Nah, I like space.
You like tattoos as well?
Yeah, I want to get more.
Tell me something. You see a potential part. You see an attractive person, and they have tattoos. What do you think? Does that add to their attractiveness, or does that take away?
As long as it isn't on their face, yeah.
You don't like face tattoos?
No. Like, they're cool now, but I don't find it attractive. It's kind of a turn off.
So where's the best place for someone to have a tattoo?
I feel like on their arm.
Like on their wrist right here?
Just like anywhere. Probably like wrist or like bicep area.
And why is that? Is it because you are quite partial to arms?
No, I don't know. I just kind of find it attractive.
I feel like tattoos could help if they're done well, but I've seen too many people with tattoos that are like, why'd you get that, bro? Why'd you get that?
Do you have any tattoos? No, right?
Yeah, you've never seen it?
No. Do you?
Yeah, you're gonna take off my shirt. How many more tattoos do you have?
I've got.
Do you have any like on your back or anything like that?
I have one on my ass.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
That's the one that I was kind of intoxicated at.
Right. That's the one you mentioned. And
Yeah.
I was like, isn't that illegal?
They don't know, so.
You don't know. Well, you must be pretty good at hiding your intoxication, your alcohol problem.
That was back then.
That was like, what, like fucking 2 weeks ago? I don't know if you've noticed, but this desk is fucked up. It literally doesn't have a fucking...
Oh shit, yeah, there's no drawer.
Yeah, fucking, I need your...
What happened?
It broke like fucking...
It broke or you broke it?
I don't know.
Were you mad? Is that what happened?
I've been very mad recently, but no, I did not break it when I was mad. Tell me, how do you feel right now?
I'm okay.
You're okay? Look at
Yeah.
you, looking Mr. Everything's going right.
What about you? You're 2 shots in. How do you feel?
Fuck, 2 shots in? Really?
Did you take some before? Before I got here?
I could have sworn we had like 3. Really?
I think it's 2. Well, I mean, you do pour like full to the brim, so that's why it looks a little bit more empty.
Damn, dude, what the fuck? We took 2. This shit's like fucking. Damn. Alright, maybe I do have a problem. No, I'm joking.
I've honestly never had that whiskey, but it's actually kind of good. And I'm not that much of a whiskey fan.
You got problems. Go tell your therapist that. I like proper 12. You know, honestly, like, this is the whiskey I usually get. And I hate it.
It kind of tastes like water going down.
No wonder you only take little ass sips of your fucking water leash. Shit. I only get it because it's Conor McGregor's. You know who Conor McGregor is?
The fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally the only reason I get that shit. If not, I'd be getting something that tastes less shitty. But what do you primarily like?
I mostly drink rum.
Right. Forgot about that.
But if it's whiskey, I drink Crown Royal.
Explain that though. Why rum? Why rum? Fucking, what are you, a pirate?
I feel like it gives off beachy summer vibes.
Gives off pirate vibes. Trying to fucking search for some booty.
Yeah.
Wow. Shit. Have you ever had Bacardi 151 rum?
No, that's the one that I want to try.
They discontinued it.
I know, that's why I want to find it.
I remember like maybe 3 years ago they had it on like eBay for like $200.
It's expensive.
Yeah, that shit was disgusting, dude. I first had it in Santa Barbara at this party. There's this rumor going. I didn't start this rumor.
That's what you say, but
they're like, oh, there's a bottle here that's 75.5% alcohol, and I was like, what? That's legal? And we went on a search for this fucking bottle, and we found it, and it was a very unassuming bottle. I thought it would look more intimidating, but it just looks like a classy bottle. The label reads Bacardi 151, and as you may have expected, you look at the bottom, and it says 75.5% alcohol. And I was, I was like, let me take a shot of this shit. And by shot, I literally just grabbed the bottle and started. Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck did I drink? That is the most disgusting shit I've ever tried. It makes this seem like water. Now, during this time, as you could probably assume, I was in Santa Barbara, so I was friends with some white people.
Did you live out there? Because you bring up Santa Barbara a lot.
I'll get to that. So I was friends with I met some white folks named Drew and Andrew. I'm not making that up. And Andrew is fucking... He had problems. I remember he took a fucking shot. He lit that... Because I got a bottle of 151, right? And I was like, who wants a shot of 151? And there was this girl named Annabelle. We called her Anal-Belle. She would always be down for fucking 151, and this guy Andrew is like, oh, give me one, Caesar. So I poured him one to the fucking brim, as you probably already know. This motherfucker ends up lighting that shit on fire. Pulls out his lighter, just lights that shit on fire, fucking lit up. And now I was like, God damn, we're putting that shit in our body, bro. Like, what are we doing here? And this motherfucker, this crazy motherfucker, drinks that fucking shot.
While it's on fire?
Yeah, while it was on fire.
Damn.
He drinks it while it's on fire. And he's like, oh, it's fucking gross. Then he grabs a fucking shot of vodka that he had ready. And he chases it down with the vodka.
I don't fuck with vodka.
And he chases that shit down with vodka. And I'm just like...
They got issues.
I'm like, what am I doing? And I was like, God damn, bro. Is this what I look like when I drink? What about you? Do you ever chase alcohol down with alcohol?
Not anymore, but...
Not anymore. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
But, yeah, I used to. It was a shot, and then a mixed drink. But the mixed drink was like half alcohol.
What do you mean half alcohol?
It was like half alcohol and then like a drop of like juice in there.
A drop of juice.
Honestly, that's how I drink my mimosas.
Isn't that like a morning drink though? Like literally mixed with juice?
Yeah. Champagne with like a tiny little splash of OJ.
Well, at least we are 71 minutes in. Is there anything you want to tell America before we leave?
What is 71 minutes? Is that an hour?
An hour and like 11 minutes.
Oh. It's felt way shorter than that.
Yeah, that happens. You know, people always say, oh, the time went by so quick. You know, I don't know. I mean, if you try and take another shot, take another shot with you.
What if you pour me like a drop and then I take that drop?
To the brim?
No.
Fuck that. Let's take a full shot at least. To end it. Why not?
What if I take half? Just pour me like half of half.
I'll pour you 2 halves. How about that?
No.
Are you good to drive?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? I mean, there's a McDonald's across the street. We could go get some McDonald's.
I'm trying to slim.
I thought you were bulking.
No. Why do you think I'm trying to bulk?
Because you're always eating like fast food and shit. Every time I see you, like, oh, I got some Panda. Oh, I got fucking Wingstop or whatever.
See, I eat Panda because it's right there. And I always forget to pack food.
Are you sure you forget or are you just bulking?
Nah, it's just I get home from school late. I get too lazy to cook because I'm doing homework, and then I gotta get ready for work.
You got that big money. Just be able to spend on fast food every day. Tell them you got that fuck you money.
No,
Tell America.
I don't.
Hey,
State pays for it.
you need a sugar. Or you want a sugar daddy? This your boy right here.
America.
America, you need a sugar daddy. You need your college debt, your school loans paid. My boy right here.
Nah, because what if people actually think I have money? I don't.
Only women.
No.
No boys.
No boys, but
No boys, just women.
just men.
It's the alcohol talking. All right, do you want to say anything before we end this?
No.
How did you like it? Did you have a good time here?
Yeah.
All right, we gotta do this again more often. Then I'm telling you.
Just let me know. Actually, show up this time.
I hope, unlike our last guest in our last episode, you actually post the link because I know you got more followers than me. So
Wait, what do you mean?
somebody that was on the podcast didn't fucking upload or didn't post the link.
Damn.
I know Colette. Fucking. Honestly, I was thinking about hitting her up and being like, "Hey, is everything okay?" Like, how come you didn't post the fucking link on your story and shit? I was thinking about doing that shit, dude. Honestly, and here's my reason. I probably shouldn't tell you my reasoning on air, but I know she has a lot of followers, and I know you have a lot of followers.
I don't have that many.
Don't lie to me. I've seen you people. I've seen your numbers. You're just humble. You're humble and drunk. Have you seen my followers? I mean, I'm slowly building up, but
I mean, you just made it like a week ago.
Yeah, I'm building up though. Getting there. Soon I'll surpass you and Colette. Soon.
Don't forget about us though.
I won't forget about that. Yeah, I always tell people when I'm drunk as fuck on this podcast before we rebranded.
Mm-hmm.
Once we make it to the moon, I'll take you guys with me. All right, so let's end it with that. America, Luis.
Do you have an outro for this?
I don't have an outro, but I usually
kind of just be like, goodbye.
Yeah, I'm usually just like, all right, America. We'll see you in the next episode. We will have Ariana Grande in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye, America.